I believe it at a loss for words. I'm honored and privileged to be here tonight and happy to see all of you. Again, I want to thank Mr. Gates, Bob and Zelda, and all of the folks back there who helped with us. All of my friends who have helped with the program, worked so hard to put it together. I also want to introduce one of my very best friends in the whole world, Jeanette Johnson. My son, Blake. "16 years ago, I asked you to give a young man a chance. Tonight, I'm telling you that age and experience counts. Seriously, I feel like that we worked hard to do you a good job. Probably not as good as some people think we should have, but I think that our record pretty well speaks for itself. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I'm just going to tell you that, once again, I appreciate your vote and support, and thank you all for being here. I also want to thank Susie Moores, the orphans, Carrie and Heather, and all of you folks for coming out too. Let's give them a hand.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, we would like, proceeding down the list from the candidates, we'd like to ask Mr. Buddy Watts, who is the candidate, and I believe Buddy in that Ward 4, Buddy Watts. I call him Reverend on Sunday, but other than that, I call him Buddy.
I don't know whether I need this or not, but I tell them in my church, so don't bother the little baby about crying, because if I can't holler no louder than he can, I don't need to be preaching. I'm very happy to be here tonight. Glad to see all of you out. I served the city on the police department for 10 years. Now I'm serving in another capacity of the city. And I'm glad to say that of the last 2 years, I've been part of what's been going on in the city. Now, here one thing that I'd be ashamed of is to let my boy run for a state job and get it, and then I can't even win a Ward 4. That would make me look awful bad. I think if I couldn't win this, I better pack up and leave Eufaula, if I haven't got no more friends than that. Now listen, you know, my dad was a farmer. Is a cowboy sell dirt farmer, which I've never known no other kind of farmer be but a dirt farmer. But we farmed, and it was some campers used to come by. Now that was before a lot of you youngsters remember those campers used to come by in covered wagons. And they'd stop down there at the church house, by the church house, and my dad, he'd start nibbling at some of them old mules, and they'd have take some scissors and cut the hair out of the side to make them look like they've been working. And he'd trade, I remember one time he traded off a nice workhorse and a nice work mule for an old mule that wouldn't work. And that learned me a lesson. That led me to never trade off something that you know something about to something that you don't know nothing about. Number one, you know me and you know what I've done, you know what I've tried to do. Now my opponent said that he came here in '84 and got into business, and I haven't got a thing against him, but let's keep him in business. I like to see him in business. Let's keep him in there. So I'm very happy to be here tonight. I'm glad to be on the program. This is what you call a free ride. So I'm asking you if you see fit and think that I've done you a good job and will continue to do you a good job, don't forget me. When is it, April the 5th? Or whenever it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy. Many folks still coming in. You can round up if you'd like. There are vacant seats still you have. Maybe a little bit of food left back there. While our city often deals with departments of state government, we try to be friendly, and we're always in search of additional friends. We hope that when we meet with them, we can convince them that we need their help. And it always makes us feel a little better when we leave if they smile and wave at us. Tonight, while dealing and negotiating and talking with the tourism and recreation department, we made acquaintance with one such lady who liked to sing. So we've invited her over, Miss Michelle Wade, State Tourism and Recreation Department. Michelle, nice to have you here.
We have any Elvis Presley fans out there tonight? Anybody? Right. Well, I'm going to sing a little song about Elvis Presley called Black Velvet. Hope you enjoy it. Mama's dancing with a baby on her shoulder. The sun is setting like molasses in the sky. The books see how to move everything. I was wanting more. He keep it on your fire. The like velvet in his little boy's smile. Like velvet in his slow southern style. A new religion will bring you to your knees. Like velvet in up in Memphis, the music like a heat wave. What lightning about to drive you wild. Mama's baby's in the heart of every schoolgirl. Love me tenderly, crying in the eyes. The way he moved it was a sin, so sweet and true. Always wanting more. He keep me longing for, but that's velvet in that little boy's smile. But like velvet in that slow southern sky. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Like velvet in your knees. Well, every word of every song that he sang was for you. In a flash, he was gone. It happened so soon. What could you do? And you hear him singing, but that's velvet in that little boy. He smiled, but that's velvet in that slow southern sky. some country and western fans out there. Country and western fans? All right. Get with it here. We're supposed to be happy tonight. This is called Break It To Me Gently. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you, Michelle. It's always nice when you depend on your friends to travel that far and sing and entertainment. I think that's again a credit to Mayor Joe Johnson and the relationship that we've always had with the Tourism and Recreation Department. We call on a lot of our friends tonight who have come, and incidentally, they've come down voluntarily because they believe in the work that Joe Johnson has been doing as mayor for this city. Before we close tonight, again, I'm going to ask Mayor Joe if he wants to say anything before the close of the program. But at this time, I would like my good friend Harold Penney, who will be a candidate for Ward 3, to come forward. He might have a word or two he'd like to say. Harold, nice to have you.
Thank you, Glenn. You know, he saved me the last, and I'm glad he did, because when Mayor Joe was kind enough to offer to let me come down here to talk on his nickel, he said, give me an opportunity to talk about the issues, and I wasn't real sure what the issues were until Tim and Chad had this skit up here, and now I know. But it's been a fine evening, and in case some of you think that I'm a newcomer like Brother Watts was talking about, I need to tell you that I was born and raised in Standing Rock Bottom. It used to be a bottom. It's underwater out here now. I graduated from Eufaula High School, went to college for a couple of years, then went in the Army and came back here after the Great War and taught veterans agriculture for about 3 years in the high school and surrounding countryside. And then I mobilized with the 45th Division when we left Eufaula in 1950. And I decided if they were going to keep calling me in the Army, I'd just go and stay, and that's what I did until I came back here in 1975. Since I've been back, I've tried to become involved in the community activities, and I've done that in the Chamber of Commerce, Lions Club, various other things, and I've been telling Glenn for the last 10 or 12 years that if he'd quit the job, then I'd like to have it. And I've waited very patiently, and he keeps having it, so I decided if I ever wanted to be on the city council, I better go ahead and run, so that's what I've done. You might ask me, or you might say, well, you could have run against Betty Ann. Well, I may be done running against Glenn, but I'm not done enough running against Betty Ann, so here I am. I can't say anything bad about Glenn. I don't intend to. He's a friend of mine, and our campaign is not going to be very heated. If you're looking for a heated race for the April contest, it's not going to happen. I'm running because I'd like to represent the community, and now all I can tell you as far as issues are concerned is that I'll listen to you. I'll try to do what you want done, but I can't satisfy everybody because you know what this one wants, that one doesn't want. But I will try to take into consideration what the community wants, what I think is the good of the community, but I won't think that I'm smarter than you are, that I'll try to do something that you don't want. And that's all I can say for you, other than to say that I do appreciate the mayor funding this program and letting me speak, and Glenn, as master of ceremony, he could have said something real bad before I got up here, and he didn't. I appreciate that, but I didn't expect anything else from Glenn. Thank you very much.
I'm the last speaker tonight. For those who don't know, I'm Glenn Pitman, been here most of my life in and around Eufaula. I've served your city for approximately 12 to 14 years. You elected me some 10, 12, 14 years ago, and I say now that Colonel Penney and I have no personal differences. I have no axe to grind. I have one objective in mind for Eufaula, and that's to do exactly what I've been doing for the last 12 years. And that, for the last 12 years, is to beg, plead, borrow, encourage any new industry to come to Eufaula, to help build a senior citizen building like you're sitting in tonight, to have that new fire department over here, to have a greater, larger law enforcement body than we've ever had, to also go out, beg, kick, encourage businesses like the Bill Brahms family who wanted to come to Eufaula. I think I almost slept away from home for about 2 weeks. This is no disrespect to Harold Penney. He was not on the council. I was. So I continue to beg along with many other individuals, and may I say with the help of Betty Dobbs and many others on the council, and the help of you people. When visitors came, I can use that as a perfect example. When Bill Brahms and his family came to Eufaula, they said, no, it's too little. But you voiced your opinion in an inquiry and said you wanted Brahms. We presented this to Bill Brahms directly. Now, I'm just using Brahms. There are others. Charlie Chicken. There are others. And there are others looking at us. But no city council, not me, not the mayor alone, no individual can do anything. It takes all of the members working with the companies who want to come to our town. And most of all, it takes you. When they come to this city and visit, if they hear a downtrodden, blues, unhappy atmosphere, I have talked too long. They pack their bags and leave. But I want to say that in closing, I would ask you for your vote, April the 2nd, and if you feel that I have represented you sufficient to warrant your vote, I would appreciate it. And if you re-elect me, as I said a while ago, I will continue to do the same thing I've been doing for the last 12 years. Thank you very much. Let's hear again for Mayor Johnson before we close.
Thank you, Mr. Pitman. There's still plenty of Cokes and cotton candy and snow cones and popcorn and all that back there. And Red Gates said that he can't take that home with him, so you guys get back there and fill up. Also, there's lots of balloons around here, and they won't do us any good in here, so be sure you grab one of them and take them home to your kids or grandkids or somebody else's kids. Why don't we get Shelly Hagey back up here? Shelly Anderson, one more time. Administrative Assistant, Donna. Our Main Street Director, Mr. Les Hall. Les, there you are, stand up. I know why that spotlight was hurting my eyes so bad, it was coming off of Les's head.
I knew he was going to say that.
Again, we encourage you to go back and take part in the refreshments, take some of these balloons home with you, and appreciate you coming out. I'm going to say just a word on my behalf again. When you elected me 16 years ago, you asked me to do the job, and I think that we've done it. You know what we've done in the past, and I think that's a good basis for what we can do in the future. Some of the main things that we're going to be working on that I feel like around 10 years ago, we had an industrial track out there, and there wasn't one single job on it, not one. We had one building, it was a bankrupt company, it just moved out, and that was it. We wound up having to buy the building back that the city had gave them a few years before. Now, we've got one of 5 certified industrial tracks in the state of Oklahoma. There's over 300 jobs out there. And I think that's important to this community. Every year, when the kids graduate, they're real happy, they're real excited, but then it doesn't last very long in this community to find work. So I think it's one of the most important things that we can do is provide job opportunities for our people. So that's what our goal is, that's what we'll be spending most of our time on, is working on recruiting good businesses. I've said this many times, that we try to recruit small industries, 10-person industries. We'd rather have 10 10-person industries than one 100-person industry any day. The other thing we're going to do is recreational facilities for our kids. We're going to have a new National Guard armory built here in the near future. When we do that, the City Council has already committed to take the old armory and turn it into a community recreation center that will be available for all of the kids and, of course, the adults too, work similar to the a YMCA or something like that. We think it's going to be good. You want to sing? Here. You didn't want to sing very bad. Anyway, you know, guys just like him was the reason I feel like it's real important to do the things that we're talking about doing for the future of Eufaula. Again, I ask for your support. We've tried to work hard to do you a good job, to do what you hired us for, and that was to do the work for the city of Eufaula and to provide the opportunities and make the improvements that we have. Thank you again for coming. What?
Just of course. You know it. Here, let me sit. Let me sit down. We've got a background tape. Oh my gosh. Anybody know the words? Okay. You sing a verse and I'll sing the chorus. And the lady,
I'm glad to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I will give to the man who died to give that right to me. And the gladly say,
there's pride in every American heart. I'm glad to hear you say. Now you ready? Okay. That I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and forget. God bless the USA. Y'all through?
Okay, thanks. Okay, guys, thank you. This here is for Joe Blake. Bo, what's your name? Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program. Once again, we thank you for coming out. Take these balloons home with you, get some of that cotton candy. And, good. All right. Thank you again.